Hey guys, welcome back to a new video today, and I'm sorry if it's kind of windy right now, but this is the best location where I can shoot the TL. So I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of what's like for this bag TL. Let's get right into it. So let's start off with all the modifications on this car when I got the car. So the first thing I did was coilovers. Then I swapped out to air suspension, where it's a D2 sleeve with the air management with one compressor. So, and then on top of that, I have front and rear control arms, Megan Racings for both in front. And then going on to the brakes, I have drilled slotted rotors equipped with MB battles. These are 18 by 9.5 with a positive 22, I believe, all around, wrapped in 21540s R18s, Delantes all around. And then come to the back, I swapped out the 06 taillights for the 07, 08 Type S rear taillights. And then I got the Drift Dialects exhaust. They're kind of dirty right now, but it does its job. So the exhaust system pretty much is stock from the cats to the J pipe and then to the third cat. And then the rest is all straight pipe, and then it's just the muffler itself. And then we come over to this section. I have the rear diffuser installed, and then the rear spatters. And then on top of that, the rear A-spec lip, which took me a while to find. And then these side markers right here are all tinted, spray tinted. And then with the side skirt splitter, or is that what you guys can call it, I guess, but it's an all fit lip on the 06 side skirt. So this is not the 07, 08, nor the Type S lip, but it will do. And then I come to the front. Bumper fasteners. These are much better than the rubber bands one. So this is just a push button, make it easier to take off the rear, front bumper. And then a front base model A-spec lip with the WRX STI front splitter. And then on top of that, this portion is painted with the car. You see a little damage right there, but this is plasti dipped, and then this is also wrapped. So other than that, the headlights are OEM. Nothing was majorly changed. I reverted back to OEM anyway. So, and then we got the WeatherTech in-channel window visors, which is very, very much needed. And then when we come into the interior of the car, what I have are WeatherTech floor mats. And then when you come into the seats, I took off the seat covers because it was kind of like bothering me so much. So I decided to take it off. So this whole entire interior was tan. Everything's all been converted to black, even for the rear. And then the ceiling has been wrapped. And then not much has done into the interior now, other than the center console that has been replaced. And then coming to the steering wheel, nothing much. So that's pretty much it for the interior wise. But the overall car itself is really, really fun to work on. A little bit stressful, but let's get on to the maintenance work. So I'm gonna show you guys that. All right, so coming into the engine bay and then the suspension components, what we have here is that we got a universal battery bracket that is much needed here. And then what else I replaced was the valve cover gasket that blew. So all the oil was leaking to the spark plug chambers. So I had to replace the spark plugs with the ignition coil. And then, oh man, that's really so the power steering, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but sorry again, there's a lot of wind. The power steering gasket right here has been replaced. And then the reservoir has been replaced, and then the tubing has also been replaced. Engine mount's been replaced. The transmission mount has been replaced too. And then what I also added was a tranny cooler, which is really necessarily needed. And then the intake system, the OEM intake, this is like all pretty much brand new, except for this portion, but this is new. This is new. The bottom portion is new. New axles as well. And then new J-pipe. I won't say it's a new J-pipe, but it's like a better J-pipe than my previous one. The cats for the front and rear, the threading on it has been replaced as well. And then the gaskets, lower ball joint on this car has been replaced. Lower control arm bushings has also been replaced. And then brakes also been replaced. So yeah, that's pretty much of the maintenance wise I have done to the car. Oh, also since this is automatic, the tranny filter has been replaced as well. But overall, this car is now good for being a daily. And if you guys are asking what's the rough estimate I have put into the maintenance wise, with parts and labor included, I would say roughly under 8K at most. And then the modification wise, including the new paint and everything like that, this I would say 10 to 12K at most. So yeah, so if you guys are thinking about picking up a TL, that's my rough estimate on how much to build a TL in general. Some modification might work for you guys, some might not. Some maintenance might have to be consistently changed, once you guys get the car. But overall, this is by far a lot of work, and I can't stress this enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on the TL. This will probably be my last video on it, or so whatsoever. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.